Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Well, like many of you, I have a celebrity death bleeper. That's right, when a famous person dies, the bleeper on my phone lets me know. This is very convenient, and in the last few months, we've lost a lot of people. For example, Kirstie Alley, Lola Gina Brigida, the Pope, Pope Benedict, and a whole host of other actors and presenters like Barbara Walters, for example. These death bleepers are very convenient, and it reminded me to talk to you about death. Yes, that's right, that little thing which comes to us all. More specifically, I want to tell you about cemeteries in the UK. A cemetery, otherwise known as a graveyard, is where you put the dead body. Of course, there's a procession to the cemetery, a funeral takes place, and the person is placed in the ground. Of course, some people prefer cremation, and that's an increasingly popular idea here, but many people still like to be buried. And that's what I want to focus on today. Because unlike other countries, cemeteries in the UK are not seen as very religious or respectful places. Let me give you a few examples. So, a lot of the old cemeteries have now had office blocks or residential dwellings built around them. So, as a result, you may see office workers who are on their lunch popping into the cemetery with a sandwich and a bottle of Coke just to enjoy the day. You might also see young lovers in the evenings going to the cemetery after dark to have some privacy. Now, you might think that's all a little bit strange, and I agree, having lived in different countries, we British people don't seem to show any respect for the dead. But perhaps the worst one is when we have music parties and concerts in cemeteries. The older the cemetery, the less respectful we become. So if the cemetery is kind of new, you'll see people sitting there having lunch, maybe with their friends, etc., etc. But the older ones, it's like it doesn't exist. And very quickly, amongst all of the old stones, somebody will put up a music canopy or a stage and we'll have a concert there. The church will give permission because a lot of the old cemeteries have a church in the middle, and the music concert will take place. Most people don't really care, and to be honest with you, if I'm enjoying the music, I don't think I would care much either. The most disturbing things, though, are when cemeteries, and specifically old crypts in churches, are converted into cafes. If any of you have ever been to London, I'm sure you'll have come across one or two churches which aren't churches anymore. They're bars, basically. And as you walk across the bar, walk across the floor to get your drink and your food, you're walking over tombstones. And the tables are set out quite nicely, but yet there's something a bit strange about that, having your food and walking with beer over tombs. Even I don't feel comfortable with that. But that really is Britain. We really don't care or respect these things. It's part of our religious tradition that the dead are dead, so why worry about them? So if you're sensitive on this subject, be rather careful where you eat and where you go in the UK, because you never quite know what's beneath your feet. That's it from me. See you all. Bye.